Hello everyone, the Instant Camera Guy here. Just a quick little video today. Firstly, before I go into anything, I just wanted to make the announcement that from the 8th of April I will be in Japan for a few weeks on holiday, taking some much needed time off, and as a result obviously won't be able to do repair for any of those weeks. Now if you've already sent a camera for me to fix, I will be doing my best to have it finished by the time I leave. There are a few parts that I'm waiting on, such as resistors for my polar vault mods. There has been a delay in receiving those. I've ordered from a second supplier and hope to have those arrive before I leave, but worst case scenario, I will have to finish those cameras on my return. In the meantime, please feel free, if you're getting in touch, especially if you're from the USA or the UK or Europe or something like that, where the item that you're going to send to me is going to take some time in the post anyway to arrive, do please feel free to still send stuff in for repair. It'll just make me lovely and busy when I get back from my holiday, and will be a great way to pretty much get back into work. So please do feel free to send things my way whilst I'm away. Simply get in touch. I will obviously have Wi-Fi and stuff at the hotel room, so I'll be doing my best to answer any of your queries whilst I'm on vacation. But yes, just know that if you've already sent me something to fix, I'll be doing my best to get it done before I fly out. Alternatively, if I can't get it done in time, I'll be finishing it on my return as best as I possibly can. And odds are you're not finding out about this in the video. I've told everyone that this affects anyway. But I am trying to produce a lot of content that I will be scheduling sort of over the time where I'm away so that I can get at least one video out per week. And as a result, I just wanted to do a quick video today talking about the Rezivot battery adapters. Now, Rezivot were one of the first commercially available I-type conversion products. They basically were designed to take one of these big 18650 lithium-ion cells. Now these things are at least 2600 milliamp hours, which was a really powerful battery option for powering a SX70 camera. And the way that they would work with any kind of alpha or sonar models that had a tripod socket. You would cut two holes in the leather and the Rezivot back would insert into your camera. So for example, just grab one of mine. This is one of my open SX70 cameras. It would basically mount like so, and then you would screw in the tripod socket. Now, unfortunately, and this really changed my opinion of the Rezivot battery adapter over time, and this is something I do plan on in the future doing a video where I compare basically all of the current available I-type options in terms of battery converting backs. This was initially a product that I was very positive about. I really enjoyed it, but the more that I actually used it, I came to really hate it. And the reason being is all the electronics inside that upscale this 3.7 volt battery to 6 volts and the built-in charging circuit with a little micro USB and all that kind of stuff, I found it to be way over-engineered. Nowhere near simple enough, and basically ended up defeating the entire purpose of such a battery adapter, because one of the big benefits with the Rezivot is having this massive battery with a huge capacity. I mean, 2600 milliamp hours, and this is just a basic battery. You can get these that have a much higher capacity again. Because of the electronic circuitry in the Rezivot back, it would actually drain the battery over time if it wasn't plugged in. So like, what the hell is the point of having a battery with such a massive capacity that took ages to charge when just by leaving the thing turned on, it would drain the battery? I mean, you didn't even need to leave it powered on. Just the battery in the camera, the electronics would drain it. And that's because it had things like, for example, short circuit protection. So if you accidentally arced those terminals, it wouldn't short circuit the battery. It had a soft push button on where you had to hold the button in for several seconds before it powered on. Like, it was just, like, they were all nice safety features, but I really would argue, like, what the heck is the point of having all of them when it just makes the product very annoying to use. And I found things, for example, like the on-off button, over time it broke because you had to press it in so hard. I ended up installing a kill switch in mine that would cut power completely to the negative or the positive terminal on the battery so that I could leave it in there and flick the switch and it would be like I had taken the battery out to prevent it from draining over time. But eventually the electronics just completely died in the damn thing. And this happened with 2 Rezivot battery adapters that I've had. I know another client of mine whose Rezivot adapter has spontaneously just died over time. And so while I really like the design, and I like the fact that once it's on the camera, it kind of operates like a table tripod socket, I came to really hate the internal electronics. And so I actually modified my first one to take 4 AAAs. So where the old lithium battery used to go, I actually modified it with a 2x2 AAA battery holder, and then 2 very large smoothing capacitors. And so this takes the Kratax 1.5 volt batteries, the lithium ions that are rechargeable. This works really, really well. I've got a little power switch on the side. I have talked about this adapter before, but with all of the polar volt modifying that I've been doing, running cameras off the 2 AAA sized lithium ion batteries, I actually used the same technology, completely gutted the PCB, depopulated the PCB except for the terminals, and wired in a little buck converter instead. So basically, the 7.4 volts of lithium ion battery go into a buck converter through this switch. I wired a little LED onto the battery side of the switch, and then it goes from the buck converter out through the terminals, outputting a solid 6 volts. And the LED I wired in was super bright. This is a far simpler solution to the Rezivot adapter than using these big chunky things with all the charging circuitry and stuff. And what that means is if that buck converter ever dies, it's very easy to replace. So just be aware that if your Rezivot adapter has died, or you hate the fact that it's so hard to turn on and you're just cheesed off with using it, it can be saved. I have figured out how. So yeah, I just wanted to do a little short video just demonstrating that for you guys because, as I said, I really like the Rezivot adapter, but just the more I actually had to use it, the more I really grew to dislike it in practice. Like, I really liked it in theory. I loved that it was a little tripod socket. I actually think that although it adds all that bulk to the bottom of the camera, it does actually kind of improve the handling of the camera. Like, it feels quite nice when it's there. So although it's ugly, there's certainly some positives to it, and I really liked all those positives. But I hated how difficult it was to use in terms of turning it on and charging it, and the fact that the battery would always go flat. So if you'd like me to upgrade your Rezivot battery adapter, please simply just get in touch. With all the polar volt mods that I'm doing, I'm going to have oodles of parts lying around, and it's not a very difficult conversion to do. But yeah, I really like that little LED. It's so nice and bright. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say in this video. Just a nice little short one. Just that I'm going to Japan and I figured out how to replace the internal electronics on a Rezivot adapter to be vastly improved. And I can sort of offer it in 2 flavors: the 4 AAA battery holder and the 2 lithium-ion sized AAAs. I would recommend going for this one since it's much more powerful than AAAs, but I've got both. So, and I really just use these for testing clients' cameras. So for example, once I 600 convert them, I just hold that up to the base of the camera through the little test ports, and then I can just use iType to test clients' cameras. That's why I own these Rezivot backs. But yeah, this new version is super powerful and really convenient. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Thank you so much for watching this short little video. I will see you guys in the next one. As always, please feel free to send something my way if you'd like to support the channel. If you don't have anything that you'd like repaired, you can leave a donation in the links below. Otherwise, just a simple like or subscribe is a great way of supporting me, and I would like to say thanks in advance for those that do. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video.